Hi there everyone, this is Darkside2K7, aka Sonic Sky Station. I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday evening, as you would. Well, yours truly, after been playing a little bit of, some video game, some stuff on my 360, I got some news that really piqued my interest. Yeah, so basically, Eric July, a content creator and a comic book enthusiast. I might call him a geek, but I got too much respect for this guy. He has created a new comic book called Isom, which is his first Rippaverse comic book. First of the Rippaverse. The Rippaverse is his new universe. Well, he put it up on Kickstarter, and within 24 hours, it raked in $1 million. Not bad. And honestly, I feel like this is actually pretty good. I feel like it's really good to see independent comic book creators like him to finally make some comics that actually have good stories. And of course, seeing lots of motherfuckers being pissed off and shit brings a tear to my eye. But I'll read this. I'm reading this from Bounding into Comics. Eric July breaks the bank with the launch of Isom, his first Rippaverse comic book. The crowdfunding world has upended today as Eric July launched his first book in the Rippaverse series, Isom issue number 1, on his own website. The crowdfund site is complete with different packages and features similar to a Kickstarter and Indiegogo campaign, but all through July's own infrastructure. July bucks trends from most comic crowdfunders by creating a platform where he could not get banned, evading problems other conservative content creators have had on crowdfunding sites. Yeah, it makes sense. Smart move. July has been promising his Rippaverse comics to be coming for months, talking about his projects on various live streams and promotions of the launch. Over the period, he's reportedly collected more than 20,000 email signups for notifications on the project. Fans showing incredible amounts of interest in his work. Getting his start as a rapper, July moved to cultural commentary in 2015, making videos about the economy, racism, police brutality, and more. From a libertarian perspective, respectable. His opinion soon drew the eye of Glenn Beck's The Blaze, where July became a contributor. I'm trying to get people thinking more critical about things, get your mind going, and be able to see right through all of it, July stated according to the Dallas Observer. He also built a YouTube channel to nearly 500,000 subs, putting him in the top tier of YouTube commentators on culture. Mad respect. He has kept his focus on comic books and comic book movies, and as an enthusiast in geek culture, one of the many who is upset with the way Disney and Warner Brothers have turned beloved properties into identity politics rants. I'm one of them, man. I'm one of them. Faced with companies that won't listen to their fans or critics, they never fucking do, Eric July sets out to create his own superhero universe as a counterpunch to liberal corporate entertainment. The Rippaverse website was unveiled a full day before the pre-orders of Isom went live, with videos of July's mission statement for the book as well as a Welcome to Rippaverse video explaining the bigger picture of where Isom issue number 1 will fit in his overall vision. The line art is done by DC veteran Cliff Richards and Gabe Ebert, beloved for criticizing DC Comics over the removal of the slogan Truth, Justice, and the American Way for Superman. Does the coloring work? That was stupid on DC part. That is like Superman's famous catchphrase. Truth, Superman will, I don't care what people say, to me, Superman's catchphrase will always be, he will fight for truth, justice, and the American way. I mean, listen, I may be a Batman fan, and I do shit on Superman, but when I see someone messing with people like messing with Supes, who is one of the iconic DC comics, DC comic characters, that's a problem. Fans reacted with an outpouring of support for the Rippaverse projects, with more than 8,000 backers and 800,000 raised in the first day of the campaign. July has been live streaming all day for the event, holding over 3,000 viewers while talking about the book and the future of the Rippaverse. Independent creators in the industry and fans voiced their praise for July's efforts, making ISOM one of the most lauded independent comic launches in history. Legendary Green Lantern artist Ethan Van Sciver tweeted about the project. "Whoa, just woke up and I missed the initial launch. With 20% of his pre-sign-up backers in, we're looking at nearly 500,000 in pre-sales. Eric D. July is easy taking the 3 million now, and the sky's the limit from there. Sincere congrats, Rippa. You will be #1 in hours." Popular YouTuber Yellowfast echoed Van Sciver's sentiment, saying, "Congrats at Eric D. July with his Rippaverse. It's amazing." Yeah, I mean, he really knocked it out of the park. I mean, the campaign goal was like $100,000. He has 4,639 total purchases, and the total revenue is $487,141.60, with a revenue goal percent of 487.40%. Impossible Star artist Renzo Rodriguez also voiced his support for tweeting, "Comics made by people who really love and understand comics. Best deal ever. Congrats to Eric July and all the team. This book looks amazing." With such an outpouring of support, ISO #1 is fast on his way to becoming the most successful crowdfunding comic of all time. An incredible feat for someone not using Kickstarter and Indiegogo as a platform, but direct viewers to his own website. As of publishing, ISO #1 has earned $952,201.37 from 9,688 backers. July work is shaking up the comic book industry in a way readers haven't seen since the inception of #ComicsGate, and his work as it is an inspired to liberty-minded comic creators everywhere. It's really fucking good to see that. And once again, my mom is on my case on this one. But anywho, it's nice to see Eric July getting a nice comic book. And I would say I would end this video on a happy note, but of course it's not going to be happy, because apparently to some people they don't like seeing people. They don't like it when they see someone try to how should I put this? Shit in their cornflakes and whatnot. Because as of right now, the comic book subreddit on Reddit decided to ban Eric July's Rippaverse for supporting Rippaverse comics for supporting comics from hate groups. I can't help but to laugh, but this is a bonus one. I feel really I might as well add this up here too, so let me read this. Comic book subreddit bans Eric July's Rippaverse comics for supporting comics from hate groups. Eric July's launch of the Rippaverse comics has banned by comic book subreddit, which touts over 2.5 million true believers. I bet. Twitter user Untapped Curtis shared a screenshot showing the subreddit banning July's promotional video for Rippaverse comics entitled "Welcome to the Rippaverse." Not only was the promotional video banned from the subreddit, but the user attempt to share it was also permanently banned. An error message on the post reads, "Sorry, this post has been removed by the moderators at R Comic Books. Moderators remove posts from feeds for a variety of reasons, including keeping communities safe, civil, and to their true purpose." Bullshit. A message from the moderator then stated, "You have been permanently banned from participating in R Comic Books. You can still view and subscribe to R Comic Books, but you won't be able to post or comment." It continued, "If you have a question regarding your ban, you can contact the moderator team for R Comics by replying to this message." The user did indeed contact the moderator team and asked, "I'm curious, why it was banned?" The moderator responded, "You broke rule #1 as pertaining to supporting comics from hate groups." Rule 1 on the R Comic Book subreddit reads, Rule 1: Be civil. Racial, sexual, homophobic, cultural slurs will result in permanent. Do not disparage the differently able or threaten to or incite harm against other users, creators, or industry professionals. Any form of bigotry or support of hate groups such as ComicsGate is not permitted. It continues, "Please be respectful of of people's pronouns, unintentionally continuing to use the incorrect pronouns after being corrected is a violation of Rule 1. While debate and differing views occurs, please keep all discussion on topic and do not resort to personal attacks. As a general rule, don't be a jerk. It goes on, individuals with every demographic are important and deserve representation, both in media and in creators behind the media. Deliberately propagating forms of erasure, belittling, or the wants and needs of other individuals, similar complaints or about forced diversity have no place in this community. But what y'all doing is forcing diversity on everyone else. I may be black, but even I get sick and tired of that shit. Posts with comments patterns meeting with certain negative criteria, such as excessive amounts of rule-breaking comments, may be locked at the moderation team's discussion. Will conclude. The comic book subreddit is no stranger to banning comic book creators for having different views than the moderators of the subreddit. The subreddit previously banned Florida Man's editor and Bleeding Fool editor-in-chief Chris Bailey when he shared a link to the Indiegogo page for Florida Man. Like the Reddit user attempt to promote the Rippaverse, Brawley was informed that he was banned for Comic-Gate support. A moderator informed him Comic-Gate support is not tolerated on the subreddit, such as pro-Comic-Gate's websites like Bleeding Fool and Comic-Gate's leading crowdfunding campaigns like those of Chris Bailey. The comic book subreddit ban does not seem to affect the launch of Rippaverse Comics' first book, Isom. The book has currently grossed $1.9 million for 10,385 total purchases in just its second day. So I also respond to the ban writing on Twitter, and I quote, "It's all good. We don't need the folks that wish to protect the old guard. They can't stop us. We're going to win." As for Isom's story, the campaign details it follows Avery Simlin, a common rancher, but that wasn't always the case. After attaining some unique abilities, Avery spent a brief stint being a hero under the moniker Isom in the city of Floorport, Texas. The script continues, realizing that it wasn't for him, he walked away from this site. But after responding to a call from his sister, some violent accusations ensued and has Avery reconsidered his approach. The book is written by July with artwork by Cliff Richards and former Superman Son of colorist Gabe Garrett. Eric Weathers provides his skills as a letterer. The book, which is 96 pages long, and other additions such as t-shirts and trading cards available as part of the campaign, are expected to ship to backers in August. July recently thanks his supporters writing on Twitter. Your response to the launch of this comic book universe has been something we couldn't have prepared for or anticipated. We hit $1 million in just over one day. Thank you so much for everyone for the support. We are just getting started. Honestly, yeah, see, it's all, well, I mean, to be perfectly honest, and I'm happy that the book is doing good. But to no one's surprise, and I can't believe I said this now, you got people who are coming out who signed us who decided to ban his book because it's supporting comics from hate groups, and apparently Comicsgate is a hate group to these idiots. Okay, but to be perfectly honest, it's not really a hate group. It really is. It really fucking isn't. It's just comic books. It's just that people want to make comic books that is just like it is. Tell great stories with great characters. And with great accent and all that. The comics that these so-called idiots want to make is comics that have to focus on identity politics and forced diversity, or characters whose sexuality, gender, and race have to be their focal point, like it's a main story point, but not how their character is. And honestly, as a writer myself, that's not how a story is. That's not how you make an interesting character. You have to make an interesting character that has to go through the trials and tribulations. You break them. They started off weak and all, but as the story progresses, their journey continues. They decide to build and grow and all that. And that's when you create a scared little main character to become the hero, that character he or she desperately becomes at the end. I mean, to make a story, to make comic books that's only focused on gender and identity, politics and force diversity, and then try to act like activism, readers don't want to read that shit. They just want to read something that's actiony, all that badassery. This right here is just this right here is just so fucking bullshit. But the thing is, here's the thing. Eric July, he's actually making a comic book by himself with an original character, with original story. But his ain't all preachy and shit, which is a good thing. And that's what these idiots don't like. They don't like comics that doesn't have to be preached, or talked down to readers about, you have to think about social justice and all that crap. That's why you got idiots like comic book subreddit who will ban this, who will ban people and claiming that, if you support comic books from people like Eric Jai, then you support it from a hate group. No, it's not. You only call it a hate group because they don't buy into your bullshit. Seriously. And also, here's the thing, and also the one thing I really fucking hate when they make comic books, video games, or TV shows is that they take, instead of them actually, that they make some of the most bullshit fanfics imaginable. And they know that these fanfics cannot work on their own because people don't like it. So they decided to hop on a upcoming show with a popular IP, then destroy everything that made the IP great, sun the fans, and then push their own fanfic in just so they can say, like, my dream can come true. And they does this every fucking time. They did it. They did it with Star Wars. They did it with Star Wars. They did it with Masters of the Universe Revelation. They did it with Halo. The list goes on. It's like these guys just want to destroy everything an important IP made just so they can push their fucking fanfic, because they feel like, I want my fanfic to be better than this IP that one thing that I really hate about when they pull shit like this is that every fucking time when they put something, and I found this out too. Y'all think I'm bullshit, but hear me out. They have to make an original character, who's a person of color, who's either a man or woman, or a man or a woman who is a member of the LGBTQ community. So every time when people don't like the show, or they don't like it, and they have legitimate criticism, because let's remember, because everyone knows, criticism does not mean harassment. Idiots like them, Twitter and the media will always attack the fans, saying, the reason why you don't like this because the character is black and she's part of the LGBTQ. The character is black and part of the LGBTQ, so that means you're a racist and a homophobe. And they do this shit every fucking time because these idiots cannot handle criticism whatsoever. Feel free to criticize every bullshit I ever do, everything I do, because I'm a fucking guy, man. Nobody fucking cares. You can criticize me all the fuck you want, but like Isabel says, you can get yourself in trouble and you get scot-free, but God help you if you hurt a member of the LGBTQ's feelings. And also what I'm saying next, this not even a freaking jab at the LGBTQ. I respect the LGBTQ community, but I have to say to you guys, you guys, you gotta do. You know they're just using you guys to push whatever bullshit agenda they are just in projects, right? Right? I mean, I'm not even gay myself, and I'm even seeing this shit happening seeing this shit happen a fucking mile away. But yeah, what I know, right? What the fuck I know, right? Because you know. But yeah, and of course, you know, you got motherfuckers who are showing their true colors because they're angry and had a black guy who is not oppressed, who is not helpless, is actually making some serious bank. And most of those motherfuckers, and most of them who probably are racist liberals who claim that they care about black people, but they don't. And mostly motherfucking so-called comic pros who are now shitting bricks about this. You know, it sounds like, you know, I might get back to writing my old stories, man. Besides, I've been working on my old stories. I just stopped because, you know, kind of lost the, whole inspiration. But now I'm seeing Eric July doing his thing. Maybe I might get, my inspiration might come back. Besides, I need to get to writing because it's like, it's been a while and I want to see how many stories I can write. But anywho, you know, that's just my 2 cents on the whole thing is I just find it funny how motherfuckers get mad over this, and I'm surprised that comic book subreddit is banning this because, oh, this comic is from hate groups. It ain't really from hate groups. They just want, it's just that these idiots, they want comics to have everything that is woke, and everybody knows woke shit doesn't fucking sell, man. So that's it. As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss our updates. Every friends, every neighbors, every others, and that's about it. Until next time, this is DarkShot2K7, aka Sun Sky Caesar. Thank you for watching this video. It really means a lot, and I will see you in the next one. Catch you later. Ciao. Oh yeah, and I guess I could add this little tidbit on this one. Last night I went to see Thor Love and Thunder with a friend of his mom last night because, you know, celebrating his mom's birthday. I mean, I saw the film. It's really, I mean, it's good, not great, but good. But just want to put it out there, you know, it's It was a good film. It was a good film. And I'm just leaving it at that. You can take it all. You can take it what you will. I don't care.